Welcome to this week's Horizon Newscast. I'm Ellie Morgan.
And I'm Nikki Cannon. On Sunday, October 19th, Herps Alive was back on campus. The creepy crawly creatures drew in a crowd. Our reporter Ashley Robinson has more.
It's because there's another tortoise that's very common in South America called the redfoot tortoise. So they call them yellowfoots to kind of designate between the two. And the coolest thing about these guys, take a look at his hind legs. Do these legs look like any other big, heavy animal that you might see in a zoo or a circus? Do they look like elephant legs at all? A little bit? Yeah, I think they look a little bit like elephant legs. And he uses those to balance himself. This guy weighs about 15 pounds. I'm going to have Dana bring him around so you guys can pet him. You can feel how hard the shell is. Don't knock on it, but you'll be able to feel it. It's very important that when I bring her around for you to pet, that you don't pet her on her feet. You will notice that the alligator has a large mouth full of very sharp teeth. Alligators can grow over 1,000 teeth in their lifetime. And they're what we call simple teeth, which means they're not attached by roots. So they're constantly falling out, breaking off, getting new ones. It's huge because the little animal called nutria. Nutria is a giant rat. It was released in the United States, kind of replaced with beavers with fur and pelt. I believe around the turn of the century. I'll have to double check that for you. And those guys reproduced so quickly that there are thousands of nutria around. Nutria makes great alligator foods. So the alligators down in Louisiana are growing much faster and getting much bigger. Because not even I am dumb enough to bring a live venomous snake to a group of 100 kids. Okay? Because if you're going to handle snakes, and I've been handling snakes since I was 11 years old, folks. I'm going to be 50 this year. You will get bit. Sooner or later, no matter how careful you are. We adopt a lot of unwanted and abused snakes. Okay? Animals that will bite just for the sheer joy of biting because they don't know any better. So I get bit pretty regularly, not by the animals in the program. These are animals that are used to being around people. But we are not going to take a chance on bringing the live venomous snake.
Oktoberfest made its mark on campus this week. From sobriety tests to virgin jello shots, I covered all the alcohol-free fun. Courtney Pemberton is the CA here at Woodland Lodge. Is that correct? And you were making us some excellent jello shots for Oktoberfest. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes into making these jello shots, and what's the idea here? What are you trying to get across to students?
Essentially, all it is jello, and in place of cold water, we put ginger ale, and students would often put alcohol in place of it. But we're promoting that you can do this differently and not have to have the alcohol to have fun with it. So that's what Oktoberfest is about, so that you don't have to go out and drink all the time just to have a good time. And more promoting safe drinking, that, students need to not drive after they've been drinking. Mm-hmm. So that's really the main idea for today's event.
Okay. And do you think that having this event at the Woodland Lodge here is going to help promote the students, to not drink in the lodge, kind of reinforce some of these rules?
I hope so. I hope it promotes more or less that, they're not allowed to drink on campus. So that means that they're probably going out and drinking. And I hope it more promotes that they won't drink and drive is the bigger issue. I don't doubt that it's still going to happen on campus, drinking in the lodges and things like that. But I hope it helps diminish it. So.
Okay, great. And do you know what else beyond these jello shots is going on for the Oktoberfest? I know we had some events a couple of days before. Can you give me an idea of what kind of has been going on, the general theme?
I know they showed the movie Haze last night, and we're going to show it again in the lodge tonight in here. And tonight we also have root beer, and we'll have the mule with the beer goggles, and the police will come do sobriety tests while people wear the beer goggles. And I also have about 100 glow sticks, and each glow stick represents 130 people who died last year due to drinking and driving accidents. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit of statistic information to kind of hit home about the effects of drinking and driving. I'm not really sure what all has happened before that, what they're doing with Oktoberfest, because I've primarily just played this night. So.
So Oktoberfest has been going on all week. Have you been able to go to any of the events?
We haven't been to any events this week at all, no.
And what's going on tonight, do you know?
I think they're going to have a golf cart out there where you can wear like beer goggles or something to simulate like a drunk driving experience or something, and Jello shots, mock Jello shots.
Do you all plan on getting in on any of this?
We do, yes.
For sure.
Okay. What do you think having it here at the Woodland Lodge has to do, how it affects you all? What do you think the significance of this Oktoberfest is?
Like, it's basically telling us not to drive drunk and not to be on campus drunk. But
Okay, she said she's handing out 130 glow sticks for people who have died in car accidents. As far as on campus, do you think there's any drinking problems, or do you know, as far as in your lodge, if that's been a problem?
Well, the very first day we were here, somebody actually got arrested for it.
Really?
So I'd say it's kind of a problem. But I
we
mean,
haven't heard too much of it since then, but we've seen a few people walk in.
Just kind of keeps everyone on their toes.
IUS Women's Tennis Homecoming was Saturday, October 18th. I was there to capture all the highlights. Hi, I'm Nikki Cannon with the Horizon News, and this is my dog Daisy, and I'm here at the annual IUS Women's Tennis Homecoming match against Berea. How does it feel to be captain?
It feels really good. It's hard to believe that I'm already the captain, but it's going good so far.
And how's the season going?
Good. We're undefeated in the conference and have had some good tournaments so far. So
you think you're going to go nationals this year?
oh yeah, for sure. Definitely.
And you're also living in the dorms this year.
I am.
And how does that feel?
It's awesome. It's so nice being on campus and just being able to walk to class, not having to drive, worry about all the traffic. So it's good. We all get along really well, and it's a good team.
And also, who do you miss the most?
Nikki Cannon, of course.
Now for sports. Women's tennis defeated Asbury 9-0 on Monday, October 20th.
Now for next week. Women's volleyball will play Oakland City Thursday, October 30th at 7 o'clock in the Activities Building. Come out and support your Grenadiers. Thanks for joining us for this week's newscast.
See you next week.
And happy Halloween!